I changed it to play. How I like rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, giving breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping out, seeing straight, never stop, never change. All the squad here to play, and I got something to say. Yeah, I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push twice, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw all the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall every crack I face. I won't stop till I hear him say. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and fine. I move fast and fine, yeah, true passion shines. And I move past some time, I choose second times. You choose half the time, oh, I move fast and fine. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push twice, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw all the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall every crack I face. I won't stop till I hear him say. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Set your affirmations, aspirations. I shit to do the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control, and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought and concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 I think there's a reason now. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. But you always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts, a poison in ride. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time, it's how you operate the games. A flow, you grow, you show yourself the foundation. Stay away from all the shit because it's temptation. I know that I like to do it because it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, guys. Can everybody hear me okay? How is everybody this morning? Hi, V. Good morning. Are you able to hear okay, V? Okay, good. Thank you, V. I wasn't sure. How is everyone this morning? Hi, Terry Lynn. Hi, Rosalind. Jilly, V. Joni. I don't know if Sun's still here or Karen, but hello to you guys. Oh, I can't wait to see pictures, Jilly. I know, Jilly. I don't think Foodie wanted to talk much about it yesterday because, it's kind of a wake-up call to her. It didn't seem to me like she wanted to, discuss very much of it. Does anybody know, though? I mean, I know she had been, in the hospital or rehab or whatever for so long, but did she get sick or something? Like, was there something at the end there that she just couldn't recover from? I feel so bad for Jean. What's Jean going to do? Right, V? That's why I'm saying I'm wondering, she was in there for so long. That's why I wonder if she got COVID or pneumonia. I wonder if she got something that she just couldn't heal from. I know, Jilly. Yeah, well, her last video was in May, V. So we hadn't had any updates or anything since then. Really, Joni? After my son had COVID for probably, oh my gosh, months, he had a constant headache from the time he'd wake up in the morning till the time he went to bed at night. And he had been to the doctor and everything, and they never did say, but I think that's what it was. I think it was like effects from COVID because it was after he had it. Yeah, Jilly. I mean, she was definitely bigger than Chantel, but Chantel's headed that way. I mean, they just told her at her last doctor's appointment, she better start doing something. Now, today is supposed to be diet day. She had her plate full of microwaved cheese last night and then said today was going to be the day she starts a diet. Me too, V. It's weird. Oh my gosh, 6 months. See, thank God we didn't get it bad. My daughter and I had it. My husband, I don't know how he escaped it being in the same house with us, but my daughter and I both had it, but we didn't get it bad. Yeah, I know, Jilly. Well, she could get help, before it's too late, take if she looks at Jen and You know, I really wish she would do something. Yeah, it's definitely her crutch, Jilly. And after calling Natter last night, or not last night, the night before last, then she's like, yesterday, like, I am completely over him, guys. Like, completely. Like, it's over. I'm never going to talk about it. Back to, I'm never going to talk about it. Yeah, not for us. Thank God, you know, it wasn't bad for us, Karen. But yeah, I don't know. I think we got the Omicron. I don't think we got the first, you know, wave of it. And I think that's what, you know, that's why we didn't get it too bad. No, we don't, V. We can hope, but no, we don't. I wish it would, Joni. I don't think it will, though. I know, Jilly. I mean, now she's going to have to worry about, and I almost think that she, you know, like secretly wants to run into him, you know, because if you're in the same city, you've got to worry about running into him in the grocery store and, you know, everywhere. She does, Jilly. Right, Joni. So, I wanted to talk a little bit, guys, about where my channel is heading. I am going to start doing these morning coffees and ketchup. I really loved when we were doing morning streams. That was my favorite. But I don't want to just, you know, be covering Gore World. I'd like to do, you know, like hot topics and stuff like that. Kind of anything we want to discuss is, you know, fair game. If we, you know, if we want to discuss foodie, that's fine, or whatever. I did bring up a couple things, disturbing things that, well, one disturbing thing that was in the news, and then there's an article about Kiwi Farms that I thought we could read. Good morning, Tired. And I am also planning a giveaway, guys, for the road to 2K. My fault entirely, but in the past month or two, I'm down now below 2K. But I mean, that's my fault because I haven't been streaming much. There's just been a lot going on behind the scenes for me. So hopefully things are calmed down now. We just got through two of my kids' birthday parties and birthdays. So oh, thank you, V. Yeah, I just feel like I need to get back to enjoying it. Just covering the Chantel verse has, you know, just gotten to be like a real drag for me. It's not, I don't do well with constant negativity. And, like one of my favorite quotes is negativity breeds negativity, because it's so true. It just spreads like a virus. And, that honestly seeps into the rest of my life. So I don't really want to just do that. But at the same time, I am watching, you know, I am trying to keep up with her and everything. I probably always will. So, you know, that's definitely a topic that we can get into on the morning streams. But basically, I just want it to be a free for all. My favorite part about streaming is interacting with you guys. So, you know, that's why I really want to just kind of open up the chat on these morning shows so that, you know, we can all just kind of chit chat and take it wherever anybody, you know, anything anybody wants to talk about or seen in the news or whatever. Yeah, Jilly, it just gets to be too much. And I mean, honestly, the reaction community is getting ugly. You know, there's people turning on each other, and I don't want my channel to become negative like that. I want to get back to interacting with you guys. Mine are, well, two of mine are grown, Karen. I have a 25-year-old, a 26-year-old, that they're both out of the house and married. And then I have a 14-year-old at home. Yeah, I think so too, V. Okay, great. I just wanted to let you guys know, what my plans are. I know you all followed me because of the foodie content. And if I'm not going to be on top of it. Like every time she goes live, I'm not going to be live, sniping or whatever. But like I said, I'm still watching. And so it's still interest to me. And I'm perfectly fine with us all discussing it and stuff. I just don't want to be that like kind of reporter role type, bringing everybody the news on her and everything. I just don't think that, I just don't feel like, how do I say it? I just don't feel like giving all the attention to all this is what we should be doing. Hi, Tizzy. Oh, good, Tizzy. Say garlic bread, threesome turned foursome has sparkled. But yes, exactly, V. But that's what I'm saying too. It's like people are turning on each other. And I will be honest. I kind of felt bad covering the garlic bread thing because it is, the same community. We're in the same community. And so my thing with covering the garlic bread issue was more so to cover it and not, like be so harsh on him or whatever. But I mean, more and more, it just like with foodie, more and more comes out, just like with Natter, Oh my gosh, Jilly, that's amazing. Oh, Karen, my husband and I both are like scared to death for the day that our daughter leaves because she's the last one. And it's like, what do I do with myself once they're all out of the house, Okay, Jilly. Freddie, good morning, Freddie. So my plan is, guys, to do Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, the morning streams, Dani at dawn. And then the other days will just be, kind of play it by ear. I also, if you aren't following on my Twitch, I also have a Twitch channel and I stream on there. Twitch is kind of more, for me, it just seems more laid back. It's, like more calming and more fun stuff that we do there. We do, every Friday night, we do a watch party of a movie. And then we do gaming on Twitch. Pretty much anything that, is fun. Because I've tried to do the Jackbox games on YouTube, and you just don't get people that are, interested in playing on YouTube like you do on Twitch. Good morning, Shauna. Jilly. I don't know. I like it over there, Jilly. It just seems more chill than YouTube. YouTube just can get so ugly. I mean, this is my home. This is, I won't leave here. But when I kind of don't feel like being on, like, you know what I mean? Like when you have to feel like you are turned on all the time, I don't feel like that on Twitch. It's just more calm and, having fun. So we usually put up polls on my community tab, either Thursday or Friday, with a choice of 4 or 5 movies to choose from. And then whatever movie gets the most votes, that's what we watch on Friday nights on Twitch. There is also a show on Twitch, or not on Twitch, on Prime called The Wilds. And it's a social experiment where they put all these girls kind of like a, oh, what did they call like that camp that they would send kids to? Can't remember the name of it now. I just drew a blank. But so it's kind of like that, and it's just girls. But they find out that that they were each picked for a specific reason. So anyway, I thought about covering that. There's like 2 seasons. We can start at episode 1, do like episode 1, and then talk about it. So I just don't know if we want to do kind of the review and watch the show on the same day, or maybe, say watch it one day and then review it the next. No, but I've watched The Ranch, Freddie. I love The Ranch. Oh, Jilly, just turn on your notifications for the channels that you want. Just like on YouTube, you can put your notifications for just the channels you want to get notifications from. Oh, I bet, V. And it goes so fast. Like, truly, just savor every second with them because it goes so fast. I swear, I remember putting, well, my daughter, we took to school, but I can remember taking her to preschool at 3 years old, and now she's in 8th grade. Oh, really, Joni? What is it about? I need new series. I'm running out of stuff to watch. I'll tell you what is, there's Echoes on Netflix is good. And then on Apple TV, the show Surface, that one's really good. I'm going to pull up. Oh, I've never heard of that one, Jilly. Echoes was good. I know. Is it going to be back, V? Sometimes, why would Gene be in jail, Zoo? Do you have tea that we haven't heard? So I wanted to, I just ran across this article as I was doing stuff this morning, so I wanted to just go over it. The end of Kiwi Farms, the web's most notorious stalker site. Users harassed people for a decade, then they messed with the wrong woman. On the morning of August 5th in London, Ontario, police put an assault rifle in Clara Sorrenti's face. Sorrenti is a trans activist and Twitch streamer who provides political commentary under the handle Keffels. Earlier that morning, an impersonator had sent an email to city councilors claiming that Sorrenti had killed her mother and would soon go to City Hall to shoot every cisgender person she saw. When I was woken up by the police officers and saw the assault rifle pointed at me, I thought I was going to die, Sorrenti later recounted in a video on YouTube. I feel traumatized. Someone asked that over on Jen's thread. Well, I wonder. Oh, they're probably. I would assume they're trolling Zoo. They're probably, insinuating that he had something to do with her passing or whatever. I'm sure he didn't. She was in the hospital. I hate that, V. See, that's what I was going to say. On streaming services, it seems like we run into that a lot. And then COVID really messed with, season premieres of a lot of the streaming ones. It is crazy, Jilly. Sorrenti was the latest victim of a vicious ongoing harassment campaign driven by Kiwi Farms, an online community known for stalking, swatting, harassing, doxing, and intimidating everyone from Gamergate targets to far-right Congress member Marjorie Taylor Greene. Its users are known to single out transgender and neurodivergent people in particular. The site is connected to the suicides of at least 3 people who were targets of sustained harassment. Users' tactics are exhaustive. For the past decade, Kiwi Farms has operated with impunity until now. In the wake of her swatting, Sorrenti began a campaign, Drop Kiwi Farms, to sever the forum's access to digital service providers. In particular, she drew attention to its web security provider, Cloudflare. Kiwi Farms has been allowed to operate for years as a fringe site, but the campaign pushed it into the mainstream eye as Sorrenti gave countless interviews, launched a Twitter campaign, and gathered supporters to put pressure on Cloudflare. On August 31st, CEO Matthew Prince responded indirectly to the campaign with a post on Cloudflare's abuse policies. Although it did not mention Kiwi Farms or Sorrenti specifically, Prince wrote that overbroad takedowns can have significant unintended impact to access to content online. Just as a telephone company doesn't terminate your line if you say awful, racist, bigoted things, we have concluded in consultation with politicians, policymakers, and experts that turning off security services because we think what you publish is despicable is the wrong policy. Historically, Cloudflare has been reluctant to drop even neo-Nazi sites like the Daily Stormer, ignoring pressure from critics and claiming neutrality. It wasn't until 2017 that Cloudflare acted against the extremist site, notably after the death of Heather Heyer in Charlottesville, Virginia. In 2019, in the wake of shootings in El Paso, Texas, the company booted 8chan. I remember when they took down 8chan, a site the shooter frequented, but it took more than a single violent instance to get that response, as Prince noted at the time. 8chan members were also responsible for the terrorist attack on 2 mosques in Christchurch, New Zealand. This history then might give some context as to why Prince responded the way he did when it came to Kiwi Farms, and why it's so unprecedented that he eventually reversed course. Kiwi Farms harassment continued to escalate even after Sorrenti got swatted. By August 14th, she and her fiancé had relocated to a local hotel. According to the streamer, users spent hours cross-referencing a photo of bed sheets from the hotel she was staying at. She posted a photo of her cat. It does get crazy. That's how they track down Chantel at the hotels too, by looking at the curtains and the carpet and the furniture. Oh, really, V? I don't know. I actually looked for it and couldn't find it, but I know, Joni. I know. It gets crazy ridiculous. I know, V. Hi, Lilith. Good morning. It is scary, Tizzy. Like, just the first page when you go to Kiwi Farms was scary. And I'm sorry, but you can't help but feel ooey reading some of the stuff on there. Once they successfully located her, they sent pizzas to her room under her dead name. It's the threat they send by telling me they know where I live and are willing to act on it in the real world, Sorrenti said in another YouTube video. Her Uber Eats account got hacked and hundreds of dollars worth of food was sent her way. Strangers began sending threatening voicemails to her and her family. She left the country for Belfast in Northern Ireland. Kiwi Farms members once again tracked her down. They tracked her down in another country. That's crazy. One person posted a photo of a message that contained the date and a reference to Kiwi Farms specifically outside her temporary residence. On September 3rd, Cloudflare changed tack. Prince announced that it had blocked Kiwi Farms in an extraordinary decision for us to make and, given Cloudflare's role as an internet infrastructure provider, a dangerous one that we are not comfortable with. The company said it did not block Kiwi Farms directly because of Sorrenti's efforts. In the wake of that campaign, however, Prince wrote that feeling attacked, users of Kiwi Farms became even more aggressive. Furthermore, the company said it proactively reached out to law enforcement. I didn't even see Jessica. Good morning, Jessica. I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in. There was a person with a lot of pool who was being drugged by Kiwi Farms. That person went to people within the government to assist in having it pooled. Yeah, I think that's what who they're talking about here is that Sorrenti. And then it said that they went after some congresswoman. The rhetoric on the Kiwi Farm site and specific targeted threats have escalated over the last 48 hours to the point that we believe there is an unprecedented emergency and immediate threat to human life unlike we have previously seen from Kiwi Farms or any other customer before. Prince wrote of the company's decision to ultimately drop the forum. We are aware and concerned that our action may only fan the flames of this emergency. The individuals that used the site to increasingly terrorize will feel even more isolated and attacked and may lash out further. There is a real risk that by taking this action today, we may have further heightened the emergency. Jeez. I honestly went to Kiwi Farms once to get the rundown about Chantel. I read maybe 2 pages on her and then stopped because I agree, V. Good morning, Janet. I agree, Jill, yeah. I don't know what it's going to take to get him down. I know, V, in this article just said that this woman moved to another country and they still tracked her down. I never understood going real life anyway. I really don't. Cloudflare did not respond to specific questions from Wired, but reiterated parts of the statement posted last weekend. To be clear, it is not an effective or long-term solution for an infrastructure provider to take this action. We believe we need better legal mechanisms across society to ensure protection of those who come under threat of violence online. After being dropped by Cloudflare, Kiwi Farms has scrambled to find the web infrastructure services it needs to stay online. The security service HCAPTCHA and even Russian host DDoS Guard have both turned the extremist site away. Kiwi Farms founder Josh Moon has said he expects that the forum won't be able to stay up consistently anymore. As reported by NBC News' Ben Collins, Moon does not see a situation where the Kiwi Farms is simply allowed to operate. The site has even been purged from the Internet Archive. It appears that, for now, it has found a home, with Vanwa Tech, which also provides services to Daily Stormer and 8kun, formerly 8chan, after their respective Cloudflare bans. So, what does it say? It found a home with, I wanted to write that down, Vanwa Tech. Sorrenti acknowledged that Kiwi Farms may never be fully offline, in the same way that 8chan and Daily Stormer have persisted, but she notes that once a site loses the ability to purchase basic web services from content delivery networks and web security companies, they become completely impotent in spite of the extreme lengths they can go to in order to nominally stick around. Whether or not Kiwi Farms has been completely removed, Sorrenti said, is irrelevant to the fact that the goals of our campaign have not only been achieved, but have achieved more than we could have ever expected. Kiwi Farms has lost its access to the visible parts of the web. We won. Kiwi Farms is dead. I just found it kind of interesting that Kiwi Farms was always able to track down Chantel. It was slightly entertaining. Oops, the person is kept. Yes, when you're predicted text knows a name the first time I've ever inputted. That's creepy as hell, Jessica. Hi, Bobblehead. How are you this morning? I'm honestly looking forward to Repzion. Yes, me too, V. I can't wait. I think he was putting out, wasn't he putting out today a short one on Chantel? I think it'll have a snowball effect. Repzion was one of the first people to speak out about Onision, so I think something could happen. Oh, I sure hope so. I don't think they're going to give up that easy, V. I think they're going to try, everything to get back online. Yeah, I saw that he said that he would be doing a video on her, but I think there's a short one that he did or something, and then he's going to do nads. Good morning, Jojo. Thank you. Okay, Jojo. Yeah, I can't wait, V. Jessica. Why? Isn't that's this Sorrenti's like online name, isn't it? Or her channel or something? Right here it says trans activist and Twitch streamer who provides political commentary under the handle Keffels. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning. So I don't know, guys. Maybe they are down, and I don't know if they'll. Well, was it UV that said that they're back, like probably on the dark web or something like that, somewhere where it's not as easy to access? Maybe. I mean, to be perfectly honest, like there are, I'm sure a bunch of reaction channels check on Kiwi Farms for updates and stuff like that. But I'm kind of, I kind of feel like it will be a blessing to reaction channels too if they are down and gone for good. Just because, everybody, like you guys said, everybody lives in fear of being on there. Okay, Jessica. Well, and I imagine it gets pretty ugly with her because she's a trans activist and she provides political commentary. Anytime there's anything political, it gets ugly. That's why we do not do politics on my channel. So I was starting to tell you guys, I am going to do a giveaway for 2K subscribers. I'm working on right now 3 crochet Halloween bags. There will be a Frankenstein one, a jack-o'-lantern one, and either a black cat or a witch. I'm not sure. So there will be those 3. And then there will be a giveaway for a crocheted blanket for 2,500 subs when we reach that. Right, V. I know I won't. I wouldn't trust to, Yeah, I'll show here. I'll bring up a picture. I'll show you guys what. These are not mine. These are just what I'm going to be showing you are going to be the patterns. I have the Frankenstein one almost done. I just have to sew on his face. should have had this pulled up for you guys already. Now I gotta scroll through all her patterns. I'll just put it on so you guys can watch as I scroll. Some of her stuff is, I love her patterns. Look at these Halloween face masks. Aren't those adorable? Hi, Allie. Good morning. Tired. Here they are. Okay, so I already have the bag done for Frankenstein. I'm just working on getting his face on. And then here's the black cat and the jack-o'-lantern. So there'll be 3 bags that I'll be giving away when we hit 2K. Oh, thank you, V. Allie, that's like me. I love my kitties. We can't see the... Oh, they're not... Oh, you know what? That's because I haven't hit... Hold on. There you go. Better? Thanks, V. And then I'll after we do the 2K giveaway, I will show the blanket. The blanket's already done. But I'm excited for that because I haven't done giveaways yet. So that has me like super excited. Thank you, guys. I may also try to do like decorative pumpkins or something because, you know, these are, I mean, you could use these for other things than just, you know, you don't have to use it as trick or treat bag. You can use it as just like a Halloween tote bag for whatever. That's everybody's favorite, V. I'm wondering if I shouldn't make a couple of those because that seems to be everyone's favorite. Is your B-Day on Halloween, Jilly? Oh my gosh, you had to have the most fun birthday parties. Yeah, Allie. The stuff will actually get out. Motel coffee. That's probably stale, and she still hasn't gotten it. Oh, that's so cool. Jilly, you had to have the most fun birthdays. I would love to have a Halloween birthday. Ugh, the. I'm sure Lambo doesn't even care if she gets it. Those tote bags also they also have Christmas ones, a gingerbread and a snowman. So maybe at Christmas time we can do those. This is another story that I found while I was getting ready this morning. So this one I am going to say trigger warning. because it's awful. So if you guys, don't think you can handle it, walk away, turn your sound off, something.
On the 7th of August 2022, 31-year-old Janie Pedescler would go live on Facebook just moments after allegedly stabbing her 2 small children multiple times. A 2-year-old boy who hasn't currently been named, and 4-year-old Paris Roberts.
Children is dead. I'm done. I'm done with life. And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done. I'm done.
Although there's many news reports about this case, they aren't in depth, so we'll piece together what we can from multiple outlets to try and build the best picture we can from the information we have. So from what we know so far is that back in April of 2022, both Janie...
Allie, it's called repeatcrafterme.com.
and the man she references in the video, Jermaine Roberts, the children's father, were going through court for custody of the children. Jermaine wanted joint custody of them, and wanted it to be put in place that he had them over the weekend, as he felt, in his own words, that Janie wasn't stable and wasn't providing a healthy environment for the kids. A hearing was supposed to go ahead towards the end of August in 2022, but the events that unfolded at the start of that month proved fatal for at least one of the children. Just prior to 11 AM on the 7th of August 2022, as you know, Janie would post that clip to Facebook, which quickly caught the attention of Jermaine. In a panic, he quickly shot over to Janie's address on the 3100 block of Law Street in the Florida area of New Orleans.
And it sounded like she was blaming like her boyfriend or whatever. She said, it's always his fault, it's his fault. We are used to that, like Chantel, everything's everybody else's fault. And Natter, they make, everybody makes him react this way or makes him react that way. Own your stuff, guys. Sorry, this has nothing to do with this. I went on at 7:30, Lilith. Oh, she didn't want them. Ugh. I'm not sure what this video is supposed to be showing. I haven't really seen anything. I mean, in this part, the silent part. No, I already talked to you, Lilith, so I was just explaining that I'm going to do...
Jermaine is thought to have rushed to the scene, and when he arrived, it was a gruesome but an extremely sad discovery. After smashing a front window in, he climbed through, and there they were, his 2 small children with multiple stab wounds. To make things worse, there were no emergency services around to help. So he did what he thought was best, picked his daughter up, who by this point was unconscious, told his son who was badly injured but could still walk to follow, and the trio fled to the car. Jermaine rushed his 2 young children, soaked in their own blood, to the nearest hospital, and upon arrival, medical staff knew they had a huge job on their hands, and tried to save both children. But for Paris, it was too late. She succumbed to her injuries. The 2-year-old boy would go on to survive, but from the latest reports, he still remains in a critical condition. Emergency services would soon arrive on the scene though, after neighbours were alerted to the ongoing incident. But when they arrived, the children were gone, leaving only Janie in the house. She was arrested at the scene, and was later charged with second-degree murder, attempted murder, and second-degree cruelty to a juvenile. So as it stands right now, this is all the information we have surrounding this case. It only broke a few days ago, so there isn't really much to go off. And although we know the pair were going through a custody battle, we don't know just yet why or how it escalated to this. There are some unconfirmed reports that the pair were in an abusive relationship prior to having the children and beyond, but that's just according to a blog page on Twitter. No actual
Yeah,
news
it
sources
said
have
that he
confirmed
did get the
that
kids
information.
out and took them to the hospital, but one passed away. I would assume it's probably the little girl, because if the little boy was okay to walk, it's probably the little girl that passed. So sad. Ugh. V. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of parents who put like their women or their men before their kids. I hate to say it, but my parents were both that way. I know. I can't imagine at any age, but when they're that little, like they don't even, they're not even aware of what they're doing wrong. So sad, Jessica. So what do you guys think of this Gorlick and Kristina the Latina? Do you think that Gorlick is Kristina the Latina? Yeah, I can't either, V. My kids are like my life. That's what I was saying. Like when my last one's gone, it kind of makes you, question your identity. Like you've been mom all these years. That's been your role. That's been your life, Yes, Lisa, I did. I had I'll put it back up. Lisa, have you seen if my mom used to say the Bible says you save your husband because you can make more children. That was always her excuse as to why she chose men over my sister and I. I guess she wasn't that bad. So little, Jessica. Ugh. What does Mo say? My weekend, you guys, I swear I didn't watch YouTube like hardly at all. I was so busy all weekend. Yeah, Jessica. Please. I'm not sure. I didn't watch Natter's whole stream. I watched some of it. But he didn't get to the part where he talked about that when I had watched. Hi, Mrs. G. Good morning. Oh my gosh. GB was Louise. Yeah, I've heard that a few times too, V, that he had told Jessica that he felt he wouldn't be welcomed into the reaction community because he was a male. There's a lot of male. Look at Troll Detective, Monty. There's quite a few male reactors. I love Mo's videos. Oh, wow, Mrs. G. Oh, my gosh. I bet he didn't realize that he would end up being one of the lol cows that he, was covering. Yeah, Christina. Well, it's weird because before all this came out, I had wondered where she was because she used to be, well, he, I guess, used to be in my chats, but I hadn't seen them in mine for a while. Yeah, she was definitely in our streams, V. Oh my gosh, Mrs. G. I don't know, Lisa. That's what I was saying. I started watching him, but I was getting ready for my stream this morning and everything, so I didn't, sit and fast forward and speed him up and all that to get to that part. And the part that I got to, he still hadn't discussed it. Yeah, they did. They used to come in. And I had just noticed that I hadn't seen them in a while because I had seen the name in one of the other reaction chats. And I said hello. And I think I even said, I haven't seen you in forever. I know, Mrs. G. You've probably had numerous conversations with her, too. I think everybody did. I know, Allie. There's not enough hours in the day. I find it hard to believe that it is tired just because, like I said, I don't know. It's just weird because we've all had conversations with Christina. I will today at some point, guys. I just got that Disney Dreamlight Valley, that new game, on Switch. So I'll probably be streaming that later on Twitch. Hi, Hot Dog. How are you this morning? I honestly think kristinathelatina is Gorlick. He used her persona as a way to get the inside scoop for his own channel, but then used her as an excuse to cover up when he was exposed by Jessica and Just Reason. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, okay, let me write it down. I do follow Shenanigans. Let me look, Jessica. Yep. The last DM I had with her was in July. And I can't even remember whose channel it was, but she was a mod and she accidentally blocked me, and she was like, I'm so sorry. And so I had messaged her to say, it's fine. It's okay. It happens all the time. Like, every channel does that by accident. Kimmy sent stuff to Christina. Tired? You know what, Joni? That Louise had me blocked. And I was like I was behind the game on that. I didn't even know about the Louise account for days. And when I went to look, I was already blocked on it. So they apparently blocked the reaction channels. You think so, hot dog? That's so sad. Me too, Jilly. It crashes on mine too. Now, Danielle's doesn't, and I've heard that the computer doesn't have as many glitches as the Switch, but that they will update the Switch game to fix the glitches. It's because it's an early release. I'll bring it up now. We can watch it together.
Hi, so I have checked Twitter and YouTube this morning, and I saw many of you talking about how garlic bread was posing as Kristinathelatina. I started getting red flags from this garlic bread person. By the way, his name is on the screen. I'm going to leave it there. I feel like by this point, many of you know who he is. I remember
Hi, Cappuccino. I missed you
I was following him
too.
at that time, and I saw a lot of people from this community following his real account with his real name. He has made no effort to hide his identity. I think this was his first tactic, which to make the other person feel like they're special. Like, hey, look, I think
Oh, you'll love it,
to the point
V.
that I'm telling you
I'm like
my
hooked
real
on it.
name about my other big channel, and only you know, so I hope that you won't tell anybody else. And if that's the case, that is really messed up. I totally respect if someone wants to remain anonymous.
Okay, Mrs. G,
But this
be
dude,
safe.
that was just absolutely uncalled for. The audacity to play with people like that's not okay. I know recently there has been proof by jessicamessica that garlic bread is also Ryan Moody, is also Kristinathelatina. I just want to share with you my side of the story. So I'm going to show you
that's
DMs.
what.
And this person actually gave me.
That's what we were just saying too, hot dog. That she's in my Discord too, and hasn't said anything. The last time I spoke with her in DM was in July.
Permission to share DMs, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead and share the DMs. I also have a feeling.
You don't
not
see
prove
this?
But I will show you why I have this feeling. I have a feeling that this guy, garlic bread, Ryan Moody, is also Louise 90001008 on Twitter, who has been harassing
Thank you, Jessica.
all viewers in this community and all content creators. And I will show you why when we get to those points.
Good morning,
Let me start by
Fishing.
showing you the DMs from the beginning, and I will read them just in case if you're like me and you like sometimes to put on videos as you do chores around the house. So I will read the screen for you. That way you don't have to look at the screen if you can't or if you don't want to.
Right,
So it
V.
actually
She
starts
was
off by
everywhere.
him introducing himself to me, and I never asked. I never did anything. It was totally out of nowhere. He messaged me on Sunday, August 21st, and he said, "Hey Mo, I don't normally out myself, but I'm very sorry about the Natter strikes. Hope things work out for the best. Garlic
Out
bread."
himself.
So I responded
As
with,
Ryan, he
"Thank you so
means?
much, garlic bread. I really appreciate your message." First flag that I want to bring up here is the timing. The timing of when he introduced himself to me. So Sunday, August 21st, that was the day after many of us got several copyright
Good
strikes.
morning, Polly.
So I don't know. Right away, I just feel really weird about that. It just seems to me like
Oh,
he's in on
good.
it somehow.
Get a nice
but
little
again,
morning
I couldn't
break.
prove anything, so I just dismissed it as me being wrong about this whole thing. But anyways, so that was my first red flag from this guy. And then he said, "I've got a theory. I will post it later. I think since they know they must go a legal route, they are only dealing with creators in Canada. Because Natter may not even be able to enter the US, what can he really do to me?" So I responded with, I see what you mean. Honestly, I don't even know what to think. This is also
I know,
bizarre
V.
to me.
And I'm
And
not
then
sure.
Garlic Bread responded and said,
I'm not sure, V, either, like, what to do. I mean, if I knew it was garlic, I would just, remove them from our Discord. But I feel bad to remove. It's so, I keep referring to her like, she's a separate person, but we've all had so many conversations with her. She's in all, the same streams we go to and everything. So I feel bad to delete her if I don't know for sure that it's him. Oh, you just got Wally. I want Wally so bad, Jilly. My younger son, his name is Joshua Lee. So if you say that fast, Josh Wally, we always called him Wally. That's always been his nickname. And so when he would watch Wally when he was younger, then he said he wanted us to spell it like Wally, WALL-E. So now that's how we spell Wally when we call him Wally. But I want Wally so bad because of that.
I can't give you any legal aid, of course, but I will tell you what my YouTube manager told me to do. Print the last 90 days of your earnings, all channels if you have more than one. This way you have a baseline for what you make per day. Then you'll be able to counter them with true damages, a known exact amount. Then he went on to say, even if this means you lose the channel short term, you have an estimated income to go by because we all know this is not holding up. So I responded saying, that's a really good idea. I will do that now. Thank you. I appreciate the advice. And then he responded with, I will do a video. So I just gave that comment a thumbs up. Now, Monday, August 22nd, I just responded back to the video comment and I said,
I
will
wish
keep
she
an eye
would,
out for it.
fishing or he.
And then he responded with the video going up now. And then he put the video in our conversation. He copy and pasted it there. And I said,
I mean, our Discord does not get ugly and
you're welcome. Keep your head
nasty.
up.
So
hope things
out of the Discord, it's probably
easier.
a good one for her to talk in if she's going to.
And I just want to bring up to you guys' attention the fact that he uses the word we, like, we got this. We really do. And later on in the end, we will find out this idiot did not even get copyright strikes at all. So I don't even know why he was involving himself in a fight that many of us have really struggled and still are going through it. I'm trying to keep my cool over here. I'm trying to keep calm about this. But honestly, this really pissed me off. So at the time, I still didn't really think anything of him other than he is another content creator. And I said, I hope so. Fingers crossed. So then he sent me this screenshot of a little dress shirt with a bow and a vest, and I guess he was making fun of Natter. And he said, I'm gonna get him this youth XL suit. That was around the time when Business Insider actually started making contact with us people here in the community. So what happened was there is someone on Twitter, and the handle is Thrive Life, and it was thanks to her she got the attention of Business Insider. But I made sure to tag as many people as I could and tell as many people as I could.
He probably really wanted to take off when this all came out.
So I messaged him and I said, hey, media from the Insider is interested. And then he said, what do you mean? I said
that same
who was interested
thing.
in the story. Yep. Her name is Lindsay. It's in one of my recent tweets.
That's the first thing I said when all this came out.
Her DMs are open, so you can message her if you'd like.
It's Mo.
And then he responded with, is she legit? Are you following through? And I said, yes, she is a senior reporter. And then he said, what is she looking to cover/do? And I said, I will let her know about the channels that got struck by copyright and how YouTube isn't doing anything to help despite the amount of copyright strikes from Natter's channel. And then Ryan responded with, what is her Twitter? So my next message was
also
me giving him
my 3 videos that Natter struck got put back up today. Win. And I also had one strike from TLC, and that was removed too.
Lindsay's name and Twitter handle. So then Garlic Bread responded to me saying, okay, I reached out. I love the fact that we're applying the pressure back. I just want to point out that, as you can see from this message, he said, I reached out to Lindsay. So he was the one that reached out to Business Insider. I know he was going around making it seem like Business Insider contacted him and he was the one that was like, oh, please go save the women in this community. Like, screw you, Ryan. Like, nobody asked you for help. Literally nobody. None. And he was the one that told the women in this community, including myself, that we are the ones that needed help and he was here to save us. Dude, we don't need you to save us. We don't need you at all. That was the first thing that annoyed me about this. It doesn't really matter. This isn't about taking credit. You have people getting doxxed. You have personal information being leaked.
Right,
you have people's kids being doxxed.
I hate to say it though.
Another thing that upset me was the fact that he's like, I love the fact that we're applying the pressure back. again, using the word we, like he's in this, like he's affected by this. But then
But
again,
do you
we find out
notice?
that he was not affected by this.
Do you notice how some people like literally get addicted to the live streaming? Like excuse me. S Jam totally did. Jessica totally did. I mean, they're streaming, 12, 18 hours a day. It's crazy.
At all, that he was just using other people's problems to get some sympathy for it when he was not even involved. Ryan then said, these two, meaning Nader and Didi, are at a mental, financial, and public image disadvantage. I just fear that Didi is taking the brunt, I don't know, of the fallout. So I responded with, I really hope she will be okay and safe. I know she hates me. She has said that
Hi,
on my
Anna
streams
Tizzy.
before,
Good morning.
but I absolutely hope she will be safe and not experience anything negative. Now we're moving on to Wednesday, August 24th. Ryan sends me a screenshot. So this was a screenshot from Louise's account that...
Oh my
Garland
gosh, he
to me
sent
in our
her
DMs.
a
So the tweet
screenshot
says,
of his
you may
own
want to look into
tweet.
this person, Kenneth Ryan Moody, aka Ryan Moody, for not declaring their YouTube and other incomes. Their Twitter is Shutdown Safety, and YouTube businesses are YouTube Garlic Bread channel and YouTube, the other channel, which is Ryan Moody 21. And then this Louise person tagged the Baltimore government, hashtag Ryan Moody, hashtag Maiden23, hashtag Maiden. So Maiden is the game that he gives his opinion on or critiques on his other big channel. And I just find it really interesting that this Louise person went as far as tagging Maiden as a hashtag in the tweet. I mean, go back to our community here. Go back to any tweet, to any account at all, any of us, viewers or content creators. Many of us play video
Right,
games,
Lilith?
but none of us ever talk about garlic bread and in that same sentence make sure we hashtag Maiden. We don't do that. No one here in this community does that. We don't care to do that. We're not in the Maiden community. We don't really care. We don't really care to make that association from girl world to the Maiden.
We
gaming
don't
world.
care so much that we
this
don't
hashtag
know
right
to
there
say
just proves to me
Madden.
that it was actually, I think it's Ryan. I think it's garlic bread behind that Louise account. This person, Louise, included screenshots, but apparently these screenshots share information.
I know,
about
that
Ryan Moody and
cappuccino,
where
she
he
used
lives
to
and
come in
whatnot.
my
So when he
chat.
said to me, side note,
I've
I
had,
also started following my former
conversations with
college.
her and
My college
DMs and
records are public,
everything.
but I think they made the wrong connection, assuming that because I went to University of Maryland,
And she's
Baltimore
in my
County,
Discord.
UMBC, that I must
I don't know
maintain
whether to
residency in
kick
Baltimore
her
County.
out or not, because
And
I feel
said,
bad
I
if
see.
it
Do we know
isn't
yet who this
him.
Louise person is? I just saw your video also. I am so sorry you're going through this, because I saw that he made a video about how this person, Louise, was harassing him. And then he responded with another screenshot where he shared the same thing again. Well, basically, the Louise person tweeted the same thing again about how he is a YouTuber and he's harassing people. He needs to be reported. And in the tweet also, it ended with hashtag Maiden23. Just never seen anyone in this community at all really address garlic bread with a hashtag Maiden. Like, no one has done that. Except for him. He was the only one that was making that association
Oh,
on
really,
his Twitter
Tizzy?
account. At the end of every tweet, he would
I
always end it
have.
with hashtag Maiden
I love
or
his
hashtag
voice.
Maiden23. So, and after he sent me that screenshot, he sent me a message saying, holding that here, I'm with the police now. So I felt really bad for him and I said, I hope they are able to help. On Friday of that week, he said to me, so proud of you. And I responded with, thank you so much. I hope the police was able to help you resolve the issue you were having on your end. And Garlic Bread responded saying, meh, they can't do anything. LOL.
Oh, really?
That response
Thank you,
also raised another
Lisa.
red flag for me, because if somebody is
So
saying
it didn't
a bunch of
amount to anything.
horrible
then.
things about you online and outing you and for cyberbullying and harassment and saying you're attacking people who are wanting to unalive themselves, like that's pretty horrific. That's pretty horrific stuff. Like, that would not make me LOL at all. And so the fact that he's like, meh, they can't do anything, LOL, like, what do you mean LOL? So that part right there just made me really uncomfortable, like something isn't right here. And then he proceeded to post a screenshot of Nader's live stream. So he said, I called him and Foodie out. They both need to respond to the article. They can't be as dumb as this chat. So I was like, yeah, sure, great, you're calling him and Foodie out and that they need to respond, but I don't know why you're showing me the screenshot. But when I look at this screenshot of this live chat, I actually noticed a name on there, and that name is Louise. And that Louise person
Yup.
was actually having a conversation with Angel Horns. In that screenshot you're looking at, Louise says, what calls? Basically, Angel Horns was trying to defend Nader and say that he shouldn't just...
I know, I
answer
don't
phone
want to
calls
like it
because
now,
he
tired, but I
and
do.
Louise was saying, like, why isn't he answering phone calls? Why isn't he making an attempt to say his side of the story? So Louise in this conversation
Okay,
was
I'm gonna write
pushing
it down.
Nader
Thank you, Lisa.
to speak up about this. But as you can see, I don't really know why he sent me that screenshot. I was trying to look for garlic bread on there to see like how he called him out and Foodie out. but instead the name that appeared to me was Louise. So that was weird. I went back to Natter's video where this screenshot was taken, and in that live stream I was trying to go back and read the conversation, like the full conversation between Louise and Angel Horns, but it turns out that Louise actually ended up getting blocked, which tells me that Louise was really pushing back or trying to create an argument in the live chat and got blocked. So I responded with saying, last I checked, he and Dee Dee were upset about the article and denying everything in it. And then Ryan said, well, they tried to contact him. Guess he was too busy burning shit in the oven to realize he was being burned online. And then Ryan sends me a message and he says, so, ...
He's
so
saying more negative about Natter in these DMs than he ever said about Natter on his channel.
It looks like I waited 5 minutes and I'm like, sorry, did you mean to send a message? And then Ryan says, a video is going up at Foodie just slipped. So I guess he was trying to show that Chantal accidentally said something. And then Garlic sends me a message saying, is Louise's Twitter down? And I responded with, oh, I'm not sure. I think that account has been down for a few days now, but I might be wrong. And then he responded with, check for me. And then I remember when I saw that message, I just got angry right away. And I was like, why are you asking me to check for you? We both have Twitter. We both know how to check for something. You want something checked? You go check it. Why are you asking me? But anyways, I really try hard to give people the benefit of the doubt. So I actually really did forget that this message even happened. So around 11:30 p.m. my time, I said, so sorry, I saw your message and I forgot to respond. Which is true. I forgot to respond.
I know,
At first I was angry. And I was trying not to respond when I was angry. And then just other things came up for me and I forgot to respond. And I said, I think the account is active again, but only because I can see it says I have them blocked and they have me blocked, which is true. I have Louise blocked and they had me blocked also. So, and then Ryan responded with, nice, I made a video. It might not be Foodie Booty, but I think she's connected to it. So he's referring to Chantal being connected to that Louise account. So I responded with, I saw your video. I agree. I think she might be connected to that.
It really is crazy how everybody
Saturday,
kind of...
He said, garlic bread.
How everybody kind of fits into the same... Chantal verse, you know what I mean? Like you can trace it all back. I really want to make a string chart. I mean, I'm a crocheter, so I've got the yarn, right? But I really want to make a string chart of how like Chantal's in the middle and there's all these arms coming out connecting her to, you know, all these people that are all in the drama. And I think it would be cool to make a chart for it.
Said, hey, just so you know, we talked for a while and never had a crossword, or at least I felt so. I'm not outing this too publicly. I'm above that, but the channel is being deleted. So here he was talking about the situation that occurred with Just Brazen and Jessicamessica. And I think here he was just like, I'm not outing these two publicly. I'm above that, but he's going to delete the channel. So then, honestly, on that Saturday, I was living my best life with people that I love. And then when I got that message, I was just like, I have no clue what this dude is talking about. At the time, I really didn't know. So I was just like, I responded with saying, sorry, which channels are being deleted? I literally had no clue what he was talking about. And then he was like, none. I had enough actual people in here that supported me over this dumb shit. I'm convinced it will blow over. So this was after Natter did a live stream where he confirmed that he struck everyone except for garlic bread. So I messaged Ryan or Garlic Bread privately in our DMs and I said, hey, did Natter copyright strike your channel? How many videos did he strike you for? And then he responded with saying,
really,
unless something
Lisa?
changed today, just one.
Goes to their head,
and
probably.
Then he added a message saying, why? Did he say something or did Natter say something? And I responded with, he said he never struck your channel at all. I don't know why he would say this shit to me because I'm one of the people that got 2 copyright strikes from Natter, and you don't need to be home to check this. You don't need to be on your YouTube studio account to check this because I could see in the email, and you could see this in every single email of every single content creator that was struck. You can see it says, your video has a copyright strike and was taken down by Natter El Shami. It will say that on the email. You do not need to be home. You do not need to be
nobody
checking your
but
YouTube
Jessica,
studio for
right?
that.
Cappuccino.
So,
I mean,
again,
not Jessica, nobody but...
So then I responded with, I thought earlier when you asked me about the media and who was covering the copyright strikes story that it was because he struck your channel. So then Garlic Bread says, I defer them to the girls and expressed concern with Louise. The girls got far worse than me. And she didn't seem very interested. She being the journalist, when he reached out to her, she didn't seem very interested. Do you remember how Louise was attacking him literally 2 days after the copyright strikes happened? Yeah, this is why I think he is Louise. I think he was trying to insert himself. I hate to say it, but I actually think he's Louise. I think he is the one who outed himself. I think he's the one that said all these horrible things about himself on that Louise account. And I think he's the one that tried to get the media to believe that he was
I don't know who that is,
Louise
V.
account. But I actually think he was the one behind it this whole time. But his efforts didn't really seem to work because the journalist was not interested in his Louise story. And then Garlic Bread said, she also contacted Jess about the revenge porn and never spoke on it. I know this for a fact, as I was the one who gave her Jess's number after she asked why nobody had contacted her. I just want to say, I'm very sorry to jessicamessica if I forgot to tag you as, part of the content creators that I tagged to reach out to Business Insider. I didn't mean to exclude you because your story is definitely important. I really do think Natter coming at you with revenge porn is really messed up. So in this part, sure, I think it's great that Garlic Bread
Hi,
told Jess
Annalyn.
about the journalist
Good
that
morning.
was interested in covering the story. But I cannot comment on why the journalist didn't speak on that part because I actually don't know. Like, I don't know what happened on the journalist's side. I can't speak for them. All I know is they were trying to reach out to as many content creators as possible to get their comments and their feedback about what happened to them and their copyright strikes. So then I said to Ryan, I see. I'm going to post the clips of him saying he didn't strike your channel on my Twitter because he keeps talking about it. So this was me like going back to Garlic Bread and letting him know Natter said it twice. So I'm going to post the clips on Twitter and that way he can see it. And then Garlic responded with, okay, I probably won't cover much till next week. This community is fucking wild. I mean, I thought the maiden community hated me. LOL. Well, Ryan, seriously, dude, how dare you? Like, first of all, you catfish people. You are lying to people. You gaslight people. And now you're calling us fucking wild. The nerve and the audacity. Seriously, the nerve of this person. Anyway, so I responded saying, hey, I made a tweet out asking you a question because people have a question about a post where you showed cash and saying you have a lawyer for the copyright strikes. Can you please respond on my tweet just to clarify what's happening? And then he responded with, well, I had to get a retainer. My channels are tied together, so I can't just risk 8 to 10,000 of income a month. I can't wait for Foodie Booty or Natter to strike me and then respond. Way too much at risk. Dude, you just told me in our DMs that you had one copyright strike from Natter. And when I pressed the issue, you were like, oh, well, I have a copyright strike, but I don't know from who. And then now when I ask you more questions, you're like, oh, I didn't get any strikes, but I just had to have a lawyer just in case. Unbelievable. Seriously, this guy is something else. So I said, hey, I just saw a clip where you mentioned Business Insider reached out to you and you gave them the contacts of the 6 women in this community, including me. I'm just wondering why you said that because we both know that's not what happened. So I said, also, I am wondering, why do you think they wouldn't want to listen to Gary's story? I tagged Gary under my tweet informing him and other content creators that the media was interested. He absolutely 100% deserves the right to speak about CSA and how awful the things Natter said about him were. And then for 2 hours, Ryan/Garlic Bread ignored me. And then so I said, is there anything you'd like to
Yeah,
respond
it's
with
Mo,
or no?
Annalyn.
And then Garlic Bread responded with, at this
I
point,
know.
share whatever you like. I've got my DMs here, so I know what truly took place. Feel however you like. You're looking for something that truly isn't there. Sincerely, I show DMs, and this is all a mute point. So I said, okay, cool.
I
thanks.
wrote it
will
down,
report back to
B,
everyone in
so
this
I can
community
find 'em.
about what happened. Everyone, though, especially people who follow you, are expecting a response from you. Have a great day. That was the last thing I said to Ryan Moody / Garlic Bread / kristinathelatina / Louise / many usernames. I will now go through a bunch of screenshots in no particular order and tell you why I think there's something behind Garlic Bread / Ryan Moody, and I think he may be also Louise 201008. This first screenshot you're looking at is of a post that Garlic Bread made, and he's showing a lot of cash in it, and this was around the time the copyright strikes happened. So he was showing a lot of cash, and what most of us in the community concluded from this post is that he got a lawyer because he got copyright strikes and he's fighting back. And in the comment section of that post, you will see people were praising him and encouraging him to continue on and to fight this. Moving on to a second screenshot, this is another random fact that makes me think that Louise is the same as Garlic Bread, is the same as kristinathelatina. So if you look at the screenshot, Louise starts the tweet by saying, oi, oh, I. And there's something I noticed about kristinathelatina. Whenever she messaged me or made a comment, she always started it with ayo, A-Y-O. I just feel like they're both very different ways of starting a conversation. I mean, they both mean hey. I just felt like they were a very interesting way of starting a conversation. The way that Louise started this tweet reminded me a lot of how kristinathelatina starts her tweets.
Right, B, because he was
would
always
tweet at me before she deleted her account.
kinder to
Kristinathelatina,
Natter
it's true
than
that
anybody
the
else
person
on the
behind
reaction
kristinathelatina's
channels.
account is Garlic Bread, then clearly it's Garlic Bread who's tweeting from the Louise account as well as the kristinathelatina account. The other random thing that I wanted to bring up where it just didn't seem right to me is how Garlic Bread Orion talked about how Louise was not mentioned in the article and how he stresses that Nader and Didi are not the ones behind doxing his information. And he goes on to make another post again saying it was not Nader or Didi that doxed my information. They are not that Louise person. They are not behind that Louise account. He says things like, I have valid reasons. So if someone has valid reasons, and if you're that sure, then you obviously know who is behind it. And this also didn't sit right with me, because how are you going to go and be so confident about who you think is behind that account, but you're doing nothing about it and you're being so nonchalant about it? Another thing that didn't sit right with me is actually the date of when Garlic Bread started his channel. So he started his channel, according to his statistics page, on March 23rd, 2022. March 23rd was actually exactly 5 days before Chantal regained access or got access to her channel back after she had lost it. And this was very interesting to me because Garlic Bread /
I heard that,
Lisa. About how he knows true connections at YouTube. And I will show you screenshots on your screen where he brags about how he actually knows people at YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually knew someone or is friends with someone on the YouTube side who has maybe talked to him about the situation that's going on with Foodie Beauty. You know, we all talk about work with our friends, so it's very possible that maybe his YouTube manager, or maybe he does know someone on the YouTube side that shared Foodie Beauty stories with Garlic Bread / Ryan, and maybe he decided that he would start a channel. But can someone please tell me why anybody would start a channel about a content creator who was kicked off the platform? You wouldn't. Most of us were thinking, okay, so
I know,
since Chantal's kicked
Cappuccino,
off the
it's so
platform, we're going to
creepy.
shift our focus into covering other topics. But nobody was like, okay, I'm going to continue to cover Chantal even more. I mean, she was already kicked off the platform. None of us thought she would come back again. But the fact that Ryan or Garlic Bread started his channel 5 days just before she regained access to her account,
Garlic's channel,
did he know? Like,
Good morning, Fun and
Fab. Tell him, as maybe he's friends with someone there. Did someone tell him about how Foodie Beauty might be getting her channel back, and she's a controversial YouTuber, and maybe he saw it as an opportunity to start a channel in Girl World and cover information and stories about her? That part didn't also sit right with me. Before you say, oh, that theory can't be true, this is too far-fetched, I mean, think about it though for a second. Ryan's channel was a part of something called MCN Network or MCN Channels, and it was a group of channels, and they basically, I think, if I understood it correctly, they reported to
Good morning, Hannibal,
which was called Full Screen. Now, Full Screen was acting as almost like an agent between YouTube and the creators. So
yes,
Full Screen was actually very hands-on with the content creators on YouTube. So they paid them, I think it was via PayPal, and they always provided excellent service when it comes to answering questions for content creators and helping them solve problems right away. They always had someone to go to and someone to speak to. But after MCN / Full Screen media companies, after that was dissolved, some of the content creators that were on YouTube making content for MCN / Full Screen media, they actually ended up losing their channels completely. Now, I think Ryan / Garlic Bread was pretty lucky, because on his bigger channel, I think he was able to actually get it to transfer it from MCN to / Full Screen to AdSense by Google. So he's now getting paid by AdSense by Google. So in that sense, he was lucky, because a lot of content creators were not. And maybe somebody who was working at the Full Screen / MCN network, maybe this person had happened to be on good terms with Ryan / Garlic Bread. Maybe that person ended up going to YouTube as well and now works for YouTube. It's really not that far-fetched also, because people change jobs all the time. I mean, look at this article right here. It says YouTube and Twitch executives, people are changing jobs, and it happens all the time. Sometimes even people quit their own jobs to start their own companies. So in that sense, you are the competitor. You are now the competitor of the company you were just employed in. So it's not that extreme to think that he may have had contacts. But I'll tell you something. I think whoever was in contact with Garlic Bread, I think Garlic Bread did something and messed it up. He did something bad and pissed off that person, because he always bragged about how he knows someone at YouTube. So let us suppose that Louise is Garlic Bread for a second. So you see here, everybody in the community was so surprised, because we have been tweeting at Team YouTube, and we have been tweeting at YouTube for a long time, and we barely get any responses. But this Louise person tweeted YouTube and immediately got a response. Something is not right. Something is not adding up. But what if this person behind Louise, who is Garlic Bread, what if he knows someone at YouTube and was trying to get them to help him? It just didn't seem right to a lot of us. Now, I know this is a lot of points, but my next point is about this whole DM thing. So in this screenshot you're looking at, you are going to see that, I think this is after the fallout that Ryan / Garlic Bread had with his YouTube manager, or whatever contact he had with YouTube or on a YouTube end. Because the first thing he was saying to Team YouTube is, can someone DM me? I need someone to DM me. Okay, but I have never seen a content creator immediately say that to YouTube. People always start with saying what their problem is. People always say what their problem is in a tweet. No one. I have not seen this happen before, except for the Louise situation where the DM was an important thing in a topic. So that was very weird to me, that as soon as he didn't get any response from YouTube, his immediate tweet was, DM me. I didn't even think YouTube DM'd people. The last point I will mention here is the location. So Baltimore seems to be a location that keeps coming up. So as you guys saw in the DMs with myself and Ryan, where he said that he went to the University of Baltimore, and the person who was outing him, this person Louise, assumed that he was living in Baltimore, and that's why they tweeted the government there. And here's the first thing I noticed when it comes to Baltimore. So this is a screenshot that I got from Twitter today, and thanks to this person right here, Jessica. So the tweet from Louise said that they couldn't wait to go try food at a restaurant, and the person in his tweet says this restaurant is actually located in Baltimore, so this Louise person must be there or around that area. The second thing about Baltimore that I remember is I made a tweet out during Labor Day weekend, and I was in Pittsburgh with my husband, and we were on a trip, and I remember when I made that tweet, I obviously don't have a screenshot because Christina deleted her Twitter, but kristinathelatina actually responded to my tweet, and she said, she started the tweet with AYO. She said, Ayo, I live in Baltimore, and actually, I'm in Pittsburgh also this weekend. I'm here for a birthday. And I remember liking her tweet. And so kristinathelatina told me that she lives in Baltimore, and she was in fact in Pittsburgh that weekend as well for a birthday. So if kristinathelatina is in fact garlic bread, I really think this garlic bread Ryan person is also Louise. My conclusion is I think garlic bread, just like he messaged a lot of content creators in our community, I do think he also messaged Nader privately. And we may never see those DMs, but I do believe that he may have reassured him that, you're not going to face any negative consequences because I have connections at YouTube, and I promise that nothing will happen to your account. This is a theory. I have no idea if this happened or not, but I just can't explain it in any other way. Of course, I know this is all a lot of information, but I would love to hear what you guys think. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for listening and for watching.
How you doing, guys? I don't agree with what she's doing. And that's all. She asked me for a shirt that I have.
Sweatshirt, yeah, your favorite
I
shirt.
send it to her. It was online, all this archive. But I'm bad because I don't send a picture, and I send her one shirt of mine.
Yep, Daphne.
Cost $120 plus the post office service, which $27, I guess, dollar. I'm such a bad guy to do that. That's all. That's all the crime I did.
And she was even messaging me on Messenger, being so nice, and I'm going to the fireworks, I'm doing this, and that. She's super sweet to me. And she just turned on him because he didn't
fight with Jennifer Covana. She was against me, and she's trying to get in my. But I don't.
Not the beast. And imagine if you would have given her a pick, it would have been disaster.
She's Jessica, and I'm not. I'm not easy like her. And I'm a man who's no kids. She have 2 kids. Make live stream talking about this shit in front of her kids. No shame. Saying to everybody, yes, I send letter, I send video. Yay! Proud.
Daphne, that's exactly what it was. She says maybe.
I swear, no one word.
No, Daphne says maybe it was all to get her own YouTube channel.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it was, yeah.
But now, the same Jessica, she tell me have people watching her more than me. Where you got this from, Jessica? You was one of the people watching you with Orange. After you apologized. But she have right. She do the right thing.
Laura's Hope. I personally get so relaxed by your lives. Cooking and just hanging out. You two are great friends. It's awesome.
We're not friends, but thank you so much.
My friends.
Laura, I appreciate
What
it.
is it with tonight's chat?
Maybe that's the new. Just explain
Maybe.
to them.
Yeah. We all knew.
Laura, we're not friends. We're partners.
Partners. What the fuck is that? We're partners. We're partners. Partners in crime.
Jessica has her own channel. Yes, she does. She comes to be mod in Nader al-Shami, which a lot of people talk about me. I think I'm much bigger size than her in YouTube. To get the chance to go talk about Nader al-Shami because she was mod to make propaganda. But she wished to have propaganda with picture she wants, but she don't. That will stop her? No.
Angel Horn, she's completely lying about trying to get it. She's completely lying about trying to get D-Pick to see what Foodie was raving about. She wanted D-Pick because she wanted to use it against him.
Clearly,
Yeah.
I don't give her what she wants, and she tell me, I wish to try you just once. So, for the people who has brain, who's the good side, who's the bad one?
Excuse me.
Who's the one get attacked because I don't send my D picture, and she's the one hero because she sent me everything. I don't get it. Plus, she lied to herself that much. She think now she's a hero. Everybody, she have big views and big numbers. Girl, wake up. Wake up and look at your channel. Look at your size. Look at what you did. Remember that you have kids watching you when you talk this shit online. Remember that you make the same thing going to other person, trying to use him to help you in the channel, to build your channel. The same thing you use. So you don't create even for the shit you're doing. Now trying to come to expose him just to come more views.
Yeah.
You think people dumb, Jessica, or what? Because he knows somebody else. You say you're just friend. Was this not lie? Why you mad that much for somebody who's just a friend and help you with your channel? He deserves to be exposed. I deserve you to talk bad about me when you're the bad one. By act.
The German girl says, she's right too, I just want to know why Mrs. Fields inserted herself into the situation and then wants to play victim. She just had to get on the article to give her life any meaning.
Mrs. Fields, one of the people, she's trying to go with the report and make propaganda.
And she's the one who does nothing in the videos.
And she have my full live
Full
stream
live videos.
in her channel.
In her channel.
No word.
No words, just...
But I need to shut up because she's doing the right thing, stealing my content.
No.
And she's the one who had big mouths to talk, neither dogs me. Neither doesn't dox you. Neither doesn't ask you for address. Neither doesn't have anything to do with you. Only thing.
Now they did the right
Don't
thing.
use my content. Steal my content. Because when you use my thing, no permission, no add to it, whole video. I'm sorry, I will take it down. Go cry to YouTube. Or go make your content. You have YouTube channel. You're supposed to be creator. I don't think it's create that you just copy post my video.
Yes, exactly. Live streaming while her kids are crying in the back. It kills me. I know. So she's not doing anything.
No, she don't do nothing.
She puts
She
his own
can't put the
video.
kids. She does my
And
video
she's-
playing, and her kids.
You hear 15
her
minutes.
ads to my video. Her
Yeah.
kids crying.
Yeah. You hear nothing, and then she's like, "What is that he's holding?" Then nothing for another 10
Every
minutes.
like she maybe she's sleeping too live stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 1 hour and a half. 2 hours? Really? This is great.
Well, now this was Mrs. Fields. I know we're talking about different people, but yeah, Mrs. Fields is. I guess all this is giving her a little bit of fame, so she's kind of enjoying, all of this stuff right now.
Everyone
Again.
against me in YouTube, guys, making this group that Ryan was part of them, Jessica part of them, Jennifer, Samber Lounge. They are the ones doing the bad stuff. And I don't go fight with them. I don't accuse them to do something like what they do. I don't harass them what did you do to me. But I'm the bad one.
Bella, yeah, she lied to the reporter. Yeah, she's trying to say that Nader wanted her information to dox her. And she had already been doxed on Kiwi Farms.
She was already doxed. And I don't ask her for information. And I don't give a fuck where you live or what you do in your life. Nothing. I don't watch you. I don't care what you're doing. What I care, you stealing my content and I fight for it. Point final. To all of them. Keep crying. If I harassing you, if I insulting you, if I threatening you, please don't say it. Go make reports with the right people. That's
V, I'm so blessed that you're here this morning.
Is that clear? Is that the right way?
You are doing amazing, sharing links and everything, and reminding me when my sound is
that
off.
you steal from me, Tanya will not give it to you. I'm not listening to Tanya. I don't care who Tanya is. Tanya is the one time talk to me because she doing her job and professionally she don't even listen to what I say. So all these people working for YouTube like me, I use my right for YouTube. YouTube give it to me and give it to you. I use it because you steal my content. Contact YouTube, tell them I'm wrong. That's it. Why too much?
We all did.
Why long
We all
term?
agreed.
Short term. If somebody give you bad service, waiter in a restaurant, you talk to the manager. Right?
Oh, that could be tired. She's been there enough years. She could have some sort of personal time.
It's the right place.
I know, Annalyn. I have trouble
If you like the food,
understanding
don't
him.
pay for it. But if you steal the food and run away and they catch you, this is wrong. Give the food back.
What is he
and
talking
good
about?
that you're not in trouble. That's normal. You steal.
What is me?
Whoa,
Thank
no.
you. I know, Lisa. He doesn't get it. How can you have struck? You made 140
So guys,
strikes
you
on
wanna see
different channels and you
Kristinathelatina
don't understand?
Conversation?
And he can't restrike the same videos. They won't go down if he
So they
strikes
can
them
come
again.
down and stop blind and stop damaging people.
Everything can change in less than a day. It's crazy here. No kidding.
No, Garlic was part of this group. First people give him shit with them. The person who was talking to him all night, first one. Just read it.
Exactly, Jilly.
Second one.
They all turn on
Second one.
themselves. It's crazy.
Jari, third one.
They all
And
turn
they
on
all
themselves.
She
Any
said
views.
they all turn on themselves. It's
But
crazy.
the most one
Y'all are turning on yourselves too. You just had a
supposed
whole
to be
bunch of
using this
hoopla going on with
propaganda
Lon.
against him, the one who was talking about me. I'm the
Okay,
one-
Tizzy, you have a good day too. Thanks for hanging out
Well,
with
what I'm
us.
saying now, in some way, protecting him.
Yeah.
When I'm supposed to be the opposite. But I don't do those. When I see, I talk.
Stupid head keeps popping out from the pumpkin.
Use me or against me, doesn't it change who I am? Does it change when I see, I go live or you accusing you? No. When I see, I talk. This, no. If he's against me, and here's proof. One of them was against me all the way.
I know. Somebody needs to ask Mo if he speaks clearly in his own language, because I don't know if it's a matter of him not, English not being his first language, or if it's a matter of his mouth.
Linda. She's getting funnier. Oh, we are painting the condo? I've missed so much. Not yet. Not
It
yet.
should, Lisa.
But it will happen.
Where's my phone?
Phew, excuse me.
You have it. Doing it now, or?
Well, that's fishing. I also sometimes will put like just low music behind
Put
it.
something first. Dessert.
He doesn't fun and fab. See, that's what I thought might be the case, because his mouth is so. I think he has too many teeth for his mouth.
I wanna make a dessert. So
Yeah, you can lose your channel
sorry,
fee
the
by
full bit.
making false claims. It's just a matter of getting YouTube to catch
I
up
build
with him.
stuff for some.
And I'm gonna put my pajamas on.
Dessert, and we will go
Thank you.
show my true smile.
See, that's really interesting to me,
That I
Cappuccino.
don't do it to.
I always
defend
wondered that.
Garlic for sure. I do it for this person here. Knows that I have contact with her. I know she exists. When all of them trying to say no, this is the same person I am, which is not. That's the mistake I did. And also, I will try to show you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Fishing.
Because I asked her to show, she coward. She can't. She just will show lies,
Yeah, true, Willis.
ruining the person who was talking to her. Lying about the person who was part she used to make a charm. Enough is enough. Stop your
Yeah,
lying.
that's how we feel, Nat. Enough is enough.
Don't play the hero style. You're not a hero. He was here trying. He was there trying. I don't know where else. In this short time in YouTube, I think maybe you're going to talk about all the community. Line. You want me to count them? No, people know.
Just don't show pictures. She's threatening to call the cops, FYI.
Who?
Jessica.
She sexual harassing me.
Oh my god!
Ask her for my picture.
He is such an idiot.
She have proof with something different than that. Go
Right, Fun and Fab? Remember those Walmart sneakers?
You're gonna tell me what?
Nads?
This will come tell me what.
I don't either,
How
V.
you do this? Why you don't send her picture? You're under arrest.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work that way. You forgot, Jessica, that you send me a lot. Check your messages.
And Bella just said it. Messica sending nudes is sexual harassment.
Yes.
Because if you reverse the roles,
If I send the picture asking for her private picture,
that would be bad. Right?
I will be under arrest now.
That's bad. But the other way.
But my problem, I'm a man who have pride, who don't do her way. He don't accept what she is doing.
Did you guys see? Last night, was it last night or this morning? I woke up I went to sleep early, like 10:30. So at 2:30, I woke up and I've been up since 2:30 in the morning. But I was watching him, and I swear Dee Dee said the other day I wanted, and I don't know if she said she wanted a Coke or some Coke or do Coke. I don't know what she said, but he said he did end up having some. And because they were talking about like healthy, you know, being healthy and stuff like that. So I don't know. I swear he's on something else. What planet is he on? What effing world does he live in? Yeah, she really does, V. I've noticed that. I can tell too. There's times when I don't think she does understand him. Cappuccino. Yeah, fun and fab. I don't get it. Honestly, don't get it.
Ravi, even this you line, Jessica. What you gonna tell police, Jessica?
I usually speed up all the videos, but I can't hardly understand him when he's on normal.
He's much bigger than you. I'm gonna put my lawyer. I have a right for legal aid.
Can you guys imagine living with him?
She don't pay for
Ugh.
it. Yeah, because
Just the talking, the extensive talking would
too.
drive me insane.
You're gonna tell them in the end what?
Because everything he says, it sounds like he's preaching.
I sent him my picture. That's wrong. She did bad.
She did bad.
Yay! Shut up, Jessica, or leave.
Jessica bad, Nader good.
Free Wi-Fi. Isn't she doing lives from McDonald's or something? Free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, what her stream was always. And listen, guys, listen.
Listen.
They're not with you. They're listening.
He'd call you stupid for sure, V.
So you should read the chat, answer them. Don't ask them to listen.
Oh,
What?
She needs to stay focused too when she.
The way you read your chat.
Yeah.
He doesn't even read his chat.
Very funny.
I'm all for taking help when needed, but it appears there's some abuse if the system's going on there. It's all. Yeah, you mean about the public housing? She lives in public housing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Special.
She's saying to Gigi today, what? Go watch your favorite.
My favorite video.
Videos, Bar Lounge.
That's the only comeback she has.
Bar Lounge, fake video. Everybody know came from Jennifer. Everybody know what she was doing. You supported her now. When she put private conversation, but you don't like me when I put you private conversation. That you send to me.
I don't think he realizes how inadequate he is to fight these people.
You gonna make group too?
This is horrible.
Give me a group. We call it Nader Refuse Us. So we fight back.
Yeah. I feel sorry for anybody that comes in close contact with her because she is.
Guys, her mod. Everybody know first mod you might bro. Was supporting my channel. Good or bad is his business or it's her business. I don't know her or his. Believe me. Against her.
They don't make
my
sense.
channel to have channel. Use the right
No
to
sense
make
at all.
channel.
I totally
Not to
agree,
want it
V.
to in his channel. To use beauty to make his channel.
Now she will be going on somebody else's panel.
Couple videos, Jessica, it was just to make you jealous when you come contact me because she don't like any woman who come close to me.
Well, yeah, but Jessica was supposed to move in with you,
This is-
wasn't she?
People need to be smart to read that, Jessica, or what? Look at you, Jessica. See the reality.
And then he
When
was
you see
saying,
somebody look-
oh, it made me so aggravated because he was saying how the smaller channels that, you know, they finally get their YouTube paycheck and their first YouTube paycheck is like $100 or whatever. Dude, if you didn't have Chantel's back to ride on, you would be struggling to get your 1,000 views or your 1,000 subs. Believe me, your name would not have got out there if it wasn't for Chantel.
the phone all this time and you say it's just friend, you should shut the fuck up because this is showing you liar. Your word doesn't match your act.
Hi, Sun Q. Good morning.
So don't play hero style. Stay in your place.
I have no
She said
clue,
she's
Fun and Fab. I think I've been
unmedicated
asking
and we
that
can't
since the
handle her
beginning.
medicated. I don't know what she means by that.
So how can I do? Everybody take medication. I have to wait for it. So Chantal,
Especially
Gary,
when it's
all those,
out
I have
there.
to
When
wait
it's
for it.
out there, what he's done to these women. What? I mean, okay, so if you find, everybody finds different, you know,
No, she's
everybody has
good to
different
her.
tastes.
Well,
So
it has
if you
nothing
find
to
him
do with
attractive,
her
that's
I
one
know, I
thing.
know.
Raunchy, that's a good word.
I don't by any means,
She's
but
good,
Raunchy.
I'm sure somebody
Raunchy.
does.
I haven't used that in a while.
But attractive to you is one
Let's get
thing.
comfortable
But when you
with this
know
one.
that he has
Yes.
abused these women and
Let's
you're
go.
still running after him, I
I
don't
will be
get
right
it.
back. I put all everything and charge it a little bit. 15 minutes. Give me 15 minutes and I will organize everything. See you back, guys. Love you.
Ugh. All right, that's the end of that. Maybe they want to save him and change him. That's true. It is, yeah, son. There's more and more characters coming in, and they all somehow trace back to Chantel. Even if you consider Gorlick and Christina the Latina, Louise, all of it kind of goes back to Chantel. They are all sick, I agree. Yes, son. Right? Like the type you, or, you know, like the type you would cringe if, you know, he tried to get intimate. Like, I don't get it. Good morning, Plug. Chantel says he's sexy. I still cannot see what any woman sees in him. His looks don't make up for his nasty ass attitude, and his attitude doesn't make up for his looks. He's all around trash. I agree. Yeah, Kat. That's true. Yeah. And I mean, even if like their fathers were abusive to their mothers or whatever, you know, that old saying, children learn what they live. So if you're brought up that way and you're taught that that's how, you know, a man should treat you or will treat you and you're supposed to accept it. Yeah, I was just getting ready to end, Plug. I came on at like 7:30. Okay, guys, I am going to take off. Morning streams are going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I did today because I didn't start the week yesterday doing it. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning, same time, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this morning. It was so fun. I love the morning streams. Thank you, V. Thank you so much, V, for all of your work in here today. I totally appreciate it, and for keeping me on track with my mic. I'm going to stream Dreamlight Valley this afternoon. So in a few hours here on Twitch, I'll be on. Thanks, Cappuccino. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys later. I don't have my outro loaded into the software, so it'll just be going. Thanks, guys. Love you all. See you later.